Here we go.
Are we ready?
Oh, God, white light.
White light. There we go.
All right.
Let's see what is
goodness,
coming
I'm
up for
so
Taurus.
anxious to see.
Me too. Oh boy, that is the card of the month.
It is.
Well, it is Halloween, and so
Oh, that's true.
let's call the card.
The devil rears its head again.
Yes. For many of our
Material,
little
but you know,
signs.
Taurians and Capricorn are truly they're materialistic, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because there are the word itself has been denigrated. Materialism can be good in that you take immense pleasure in the material world. Nature is being materialistic.
Right.
Most people aren't materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
They live in an abstract world.
Right.
And they're not really sensual. They really don't appreciate the world as it meets your senses.
Well,
and
this month you're going to appreciate
you're appreciating
your
the world.
senses.
You are. And or you're going to be in a battle of wits, a battle of power, domination, and wanting manipulation, either feeling manipulated or manipulating others, which can happen in any kind of relationship where you feel you want to lead and the other one doesn't want you to lead.
Exactly.
So it's this power play.
Yeah.
Or against steeped in materialism, in the material world, the garnering of things to yourself.
Also, it's the monkey on your back. You know, the monkey on your back, which is whatever you're addicted to.
Yes.
The thing that you wish you could divest yourself
That's true.
of.
That's true. So it's whatever addiction you may have, and it could be as innocuous as Twinkies.
Yeah, it could be.
Or it could be methamphetamine.
It could. It runs the gamut.
It depends on...
But it is your struggle for the month.
Yes.
And
yes.
it covers the entire month. It's a major arcana card.
Right.
It's the energy of the month. So
it's you having to deal with your addictions. You're only chained to something because you believe you are. We all are. All our addictions are self-made.
Choices.
Yes, unless, of course, we're in a situation where we're actually dominated by something.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
All right, in the next position. Oh, very interesting. We have the Three of Wands.
Reversed,
which is the do-over card in the position of challenge. So there's something that you have put your energy behind, and now you're challenged to see whether or not that's actually going to pay off, or whether that's going to meet expectation, I guess. And sometimes when we see this card, Ava, we say, wow, it points back to the two.
Yes, as a solution.
Yeah, because plans have been made, decisions have been made. Now you're questioning whether or not those decisions
are viable.
Yeah. Will they actually come to any sort of conclusion?
Right.
Is there any payoff?
And this is also, it reminds me of the expression, the failure to launch.
Failure to launch.
Failure to launch. So there's either your challenge is something that you wanted to launch that didn't, and your challenge is to launch that, or the opposite, which is to withhold from launching in order to reassess.
Yes.
To reassess your decisions,
The viability.
as we said, the viability of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way. But your
Is it
vision,
worth it?
your visions
Yeah.
are how are you going to bring your vision into move it forward. So that your challenge is to really deal with that. You're dealing with the devil as well, you see. So
it's about venturing venturing forward
yes.
into the world.
And it could be an adventure per se. It could be like a trip or some kind of adventure that you want to go on.
But you're trying to venture forward.
Right. Or maybe it's been delayed. Something happened.
Right.
So that you can't go.
It's not quite going as planned.
Yeah, it's not going as planned.
Oh, good. All right.
Yay.
Now we can stop.
Now we can get on
all
that
the
one.
naysaying.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands.
Yes.
Good knight, cocky knight, fiery knight, flamboyant knight.
Yeah.
Out there, just sort of showing off a little bit. I always think of that when I see this card.
Yeah.
It's kind of the card of the show off. But it's also a great card in terms of energy.
Yeah.
So if you're lacking any energy at the beginning of the month,
by the middle to the end of the month, you find your mojo again.
It's like picking up steam.
Right, you pick up steam and you run with it. And this is also, it could be the appearance of a rather dynamic and interesting lover.
Oh, it could be that.
Yeah, somebody who's impulsive. It's impulsiveness on an abstract level too, so you become very impulsive.
It's a fire sign.
So if there were a failure to launch, then you stop planning
and you
just go. And you just go. And there you go, another wand.
Wait, it's all wands.
It's all wands.
With that devil leading the pack there.
So, if the devil is materialism, well, it's being steeped in how much you can acquire. You know, how much can you gain, and how do you get that? How do you get the stuff?
Right, exactly. You know? Well, we call the devil the sex, drugs, and rock and roll card.
Right.
So if you're in any of those businesses, you're going to do well.
You're going to do very well, yes. Especially if you're on the internet.
You're going to do great, exactly. At the end, we've got this 10 of Wands. This guy, as you can see, he's bent over with his burden. He's got these projects happening.
Yeah.
But he's going to march this up the hill and make this thing happen.
You're going over the finish line.
All by your own self.
A little worse for the wear. And you're not quite certain what it will take to get there, but at the end of the month, you get there.
Yeah, and there may be some reassessment that needs to go on.
Right.
A little bit.
You need to go over your previous decisions and see how sound they were.
Yes. As you in terms of venturing out into the world, how do you put this thing out there?
Yes, how do you get it out there? What is behind it? Are your ideas, are your visions sound? Before you mount that horse and ride into the horizon with it, you need to do that reassessment.
And then there's the devil, which can be pure ego.
It can be pure ego, feeling very egoistic about the whole thing, or just, again, purely acquiring the things that the accomplishment gives you. Or maybe that's your driving motive. I mean, after all, Taurus and Capricorn can be very much driven by acquisition of material things, you know?
That's true.
So,
not always a bad thing.
No, not always a bad thing, as long as you keep everything in perspective.
Yes.
And
you don't allow yourself to go to the underbelly.
Right. And
what is it they call the internet below the internet?
Oh, the dark net.
The dark net?
The dark net.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the dark net also has its good side. Because without the dark net, there would be no freedom in China. There would be no platform on which to speak if it were not for the dark net.
Right.
The part of the internet that is unpoliced.
So there you go. Be careful.
So
but move forward.
Yes, so don't spend too much time in the dark net.
That's right. So thanks a lot for tuning in. We're gonna we have a fifth card.
Oh, yes.
As you well know, a major arcana card.
Mm-hmm.
We'll review this reading, give you a little more insight.
And you can go into the free counsel cards that we provide for you. We'll have 3 up pretty soon.
Right.
And you can investigate the nature of that reading and see if you'd like to participate and become a member of our little group, our spiritual group.
Yes. And if you would like a personal and private reading, please tune in to avatrudyvirtualtarot.com.
Yes.
Click on the Purchase a Reading tab.
Choose one, and you'll get a personal reading from us directly. In
Yes.
other words, we don't speak to you on the phone, but we provide you an audio file that we labor over, and really give you the kind of reading that speaks to your issue